Hello YouTubies, I'm Grant, this is the garage, this is Granty's Garage. In this video I'm going to show you how to remove the door card on a 986 or a 996 Porsche, access the door handles for the potential of changing them, or the interior micro switches if you're having problems with, say, the windows dropping. To remove the door cards you will need a T30 Torx bit and a 4mm hex bit and something to spin them with, plastic trim removal tools, a Phillips head screwdriver. Now there are a few reasons you may want to do this job. Here's mine. So, as you can see, the steering wheel is black. The seats are black. The dash interior, mostly black. Carpets are black. These are black. The sun visors are black. The door card is black, mostly. And then there's this guy. Silver. There's a tiny bit of silver there. And the catch on the glove box and on the gear stick, just that little bit, are also silver. But why were these never black? I think these would look cooler black. So before we get started, I'll just point out that this is a 986.2. So full disclosure, the earlier Boxsters and 996s, which would be pre-2002, I believe one of the screws is a slightly smaller Torx bit. We're going to be using the Torx T30 for this, for the two main bolts that hold this on, but you may need a slightly different size if you've got the slightly older model. I've removed this light from here just so that actually the video is better because it kept creating the line. But you'll need to disconnect this if you're going to fully remove the door card anyway. Easiest way, you pull the light from there, slide it back, and I've just removed the bulb so we don't have the light. What we're going to go and do first, we're going to pop off this, this, and this, and this. Get your pry tool. This one up here, you pop it from the bottom and slide it up because this little piece of plastic clips in and slides down. We now have access to the bolts that we need. T30 here, T30 here. There is also a Phillips screw under the handle. And then there is a little Allen key bolt just inside there. You need to undo all of those. You're then ready to start pulling the door card away. The corner with the speaker is the easiest place to start. Start from the bottom, work your way up. There's a load of clips all the way around. You'll feel them go. And then lift the door card up and off the frame of the door. A couple of things you're going to need to disconnect, and I'm going to move the camera. Now I can't tell, I hope this is picking up okay. First thing, if you've got them, you want to remove the plug for the courtesy light in the door frame. You then want to release this cable here, which is the door latch mechanism. The way you do this You pull the two white tabs away from it and slide it backwards, and then it will disengage. And then you just wiggle out the connector that looks like this and sits on there for the handle. And then if you've done that light, the door card is off. If you're just here to know how to get the door card off, you're all done. Thank you for watching. To reinstall it, do what we've just done in reverse. If you want to see how cool my new handles look though, stick around. Or indeed, if you want to know how to get the rest of the interior door handle off because you need to say change the micro switch, that's what we're going to look at now. Just a little bit of interesting trivia here before we start. As you know, I'm changing out these silver door handles for these black ones. But if you look at the difference between these, and I believe this is a facelift change, you'll see a wire running through this one that actually runs to a light that shines to illuminate the ignition switch so that you can see where to put the key in the dark. I think the pre-facelifts didn't have these, which is why I can't just swap out this unit for that unit. I'll actually be swapping just the handle. So, let's turn the door card around. How do we get to the handle and what are we looking at here? First of all, the micro switch, if you might need to change it, is this piece here, and you can swap that for another unit. To remove the door interior door handle assembly, we're going to use a T20 on these bolts here. And there's another one hiding underneath this spring clip, which we will also disconnect. Do that first. The door handle assembly then goes from the inside to the outside to become released. If you're here for the micro switches, here's one sitting in the assembly, and you can hear it click, and that will trigger when the door handle is pulled. It's accessible from the back there. If you're here for swapping over the door handles, these are very simple to do because at the bottom there's a little circlip on a pin. You push that pin through, drop it out. The door handle is then free to be released. And swap for a much cooler black one. And the assembly is just a reverse of taking it apart. To put it back together, just going to do exactly what we've all done, but in reverse. And let's show you the results. If you've watched this far and you enjoyed that, please consider giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel if you've not already. We do plenty of Porsche how-to bits on the 986, which a lot is relevant for the 996. We do absolute budget builds, and we've turned a stock Focus into a Max Power-esque car so far for less than £400, including a full wrap. And we do general car how-to videos, and we try and make it fun. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.